Hi guys, so I had to stop. So I guess this video is going to be peace because the dog. This is King. Say hi, King. He was scratching at the door because the door is closed. It's only he and I are the only ones that are at home. So I guess he was bored. He was alone, feeling alone. He started to scratch at the door. So I had to just open the door a little. I'm gonna put him back out so I can finish this video. And I hope that he won't. All right, King. All right. Osh. That he will. Stay out there a little and allow me to finish this video. So I'm going to put him out. Probably I'm going to have to go back for him. I don't know. I don't want him to start back. But if him start back, is trust me. Alright, King. I soon come back. Alright, guys. So back to, I hope I can remember what I was talking about. So let me just go back now. Another thing that I think I forgot to speak about. My hair color. Right? What I noticed also when I was going through the challenge with eczema was that my hair, to the front of my hair, was becoming even more a lighter brown. And it was where I saw the lighter brown in my hair was where the eczema was truly very strong, very itchy, that's where I was being affected the most. I don't know. It's just my thought. When I saw it, I was like, why my hair color changing and stuff? And I did do a little research and it did say your hair color can start to change when it's gonna start to gray. And I asked my dad about it and I said, boy, daddy, I think my hair going to start graying, whatever. He said to me that early graying runs in the family. Don't know if it's hereditary, I don't know if it had to do with the eczema, but I'm just thinking, if your body is going through any form of trauma or it is not functioning as optimal as it's supposed to be, it is going, as I said, through trauma or stress, I think that it will start to age quicker than someone who is healthy, eating properly, things like that. So I'm just thinking in hindsight, had at that time I picked up and started to do the right things, possibly my hair wouldn't have, started to gray so much at the front. All this gray thing though, boy, is just something that really just annoys me. I wish I could just get my hair to be fully gray, and then the ends of I like to see persons with gray hair that is a full head of gray hair from and then the ends being black. But you have like a fine gray hair, them it's just annoying. That's where I'm at now. It's really annoying. Anyway, so I'm just thinking, with that eczema, if I had known about it and started to fix my gut health, it would have assisted me in the dryness of, my scalp. Now, moving forward, when my 20s, I started to work at Air Jamaica after I had my son in April. I was 21. I started to work at Air Jamaica the June after I had my son, right? And if anybody knows what it is like working at the airport, especially during a holiday, stress can done, delay flight, bags not coming, it's a delayed baggage, delayed flight, everybody being antsy and excited because they're coming for vacation and they're carrying their family things, or they're carrying things for the children to go back to school because they want the children to have on nice bag and nice shoes. And so it was very stressful, long hours. And during that time I realized, during my years at Air Jamaica, because just overall airline work is just stressful, it's very rewarding, meaning like well, with me when I was at Air Jamaica, we were like family, even up until now. Trust me, you have little bickering or whatever, but you see when that airline locked down, anyways, that's a whole other story. But love big up all my Air Jamaica peeps. It was really great working with them. However, during that time I realized I started to gain a lot of weight. Flights being delayed, all we had was the closest we had to home cooked food was like Duku the Nen. But you have the Burger King, you're constantly eating Burger King. Island Grill not so bad, but the Burger King, the island, because even when I went to Duku, it was barbecue, speared ribs and stuff like that, fried chicken, and that's what we were eating. So I found that I was just gaining lots of weight, and you're buying that food and you're getting a soda with it. You're not drinking much water, and then the stress of dealing with so many passengers and whatever, I started to gain a lot of weight. But then during the times when it would start to cool down, not be as stressful off peak season. Sometimes I would go and say, hey, you know, I want to lose some weight. And sometimes in the office, everybody would just say, hey, I want to lose weight. And you start to try and do the things that are needed to lose the weight. So, you know, you start to drink more water, less sugary juice. You start to eat a lot more protein, vegetable, fruits, stuff like that. Now, what I found is that when I started to do that, my eczema, and really in hindsight, my eczema flare up wasn't as bad, right? And as I said, it's in hindsight. I didn't really pick it up at that time, but it is in recent times. I sat and I had a conversation with my friend. My friend, her name is Erica. And I said, Erica, you know, I realize when I drink in more water, also I added like flaxseed to my diet. And I said, I find an omega-3. I said, when I drink more water, take my omega-3, add flaxseed, I realize my eczema flare up is not as bad, and I feel better in my body, lose weight, and as I said, overall I just feel better in my body. But what would happen is that, you know it go already, you know, I go on these fat diets, they decide, oh yeah, you want to lose weight, and then afterwards you just, you know, about the business again, you don't bother want to lose the weight, or you're not concerned, you lose the weight and then you start to gain it back. Then you go again, and as I said, it's not until it's in hindsight that I realized that when I was eating properly, drinking water, having omega-3, stuff like that, that's when my hair flourished, my skin looked beautiful. And had it been that I had identified it from then, I think I would have been a better stead now in my aging process, right? So I'm now just picking up and realizing, based on both having a conversation with somebody else who was luckily I found somebody who was going through the same process, or, you know, having the same experience as me, and they were saying, yes, it's true, Delora, when I had a better skin, my skin issues were less, right? So I say that to say that, and I say it again, when you're in your reproductive years, those years when you can eat properly, stay hydrated, do the right things, it's best, because it will carry over into when you're getting old, and it will assist you in the aging process. Now, I remember having a conversation with my friend Erica also. I asked her about her mom, and I'm like, Erica, when your mother aged so gracefully, because I found that persons in my mother's age group and older, them age gracefully. You understand? Because guess what? They weren't during the time like us where we're having the whole heap of fast food. They never have access to that. Right? They were eating their grown provision that they grow, oil that they make themselves, stuff like that. You know, they made their own oils. They were eating food that they grew. They were drinking their bush teas and stuff. And they're a little bit more, they live longer. Their bodies are a little bit more resilient than us. Right? So I think nutrition is quite important. But as I said, my thought is that doing it when you're younger, carrying it over until you're older is better than trying to, not saying you can't start when you're older, because that's what I'm pretty much doing, but it would be best to start in the years when you are your reproductive years. That's what it is, your reproductive years, right? So as I said, during that time, as I said, in hindsight, when I look, boy, I tell you, my hair started to grow nicely, skin nice, things like that, right? So those were the things that I picked up in hindsight. Another thing that I had a challenge with in my 20s, my knee, my right knee. See, every time I put on weight, this right knee hurt me. But during the time when I was taking my omega-3s, even I wasn't losing weight, but I decided to take omega-3s. Take my omega-3, or, you know, have the flaxseed and drink water. I didn't have the issue, even though I still was at a heavy weight, I didn't have the issue with my knee. And it's now that I've gotten older and I've now started to add supplements and vitamins to my diet, which I want to reduce, but in taking them I realize that they really help me in terms of the pain that I feel in my right knee, because it does affect me every now and again. But when I do take my supplements and try to eat properly and hydrate, I don't feel the pain anymore in my right knee. So Right. So I just think it is best to try and eat as healthy as possible when you're younger. You may not see the importance now, but trust me, your body is going to love you for it. You're going to have a better, a more great, you're gonna age more gracefully when you take care of your body from in your younger years than if you wait until you get older. So I wish I had someone to say to me, hey, and this is what I'm gonna try and do with my daughter. There's a lot of work that I need to do with my daughter, but at least I'm here. I'm able to give her a little guidance, and she's not on her own as I was, because my mother didn't understand that how important it was, because it was natural when she was growing up. She had good food. She was getting the right things for her body, and she didn't identify it until also recently. She said to me, Delora, I think the reason why I'm not sick is possibly because of what I was eating back then and the teas I was drinking back then. And yes, the food was just overall healthy, the fresh air and less stress. Boy, stress is another thing, right? I know some young people, because I realize, well, in my estimation, we're having so much persons, and I'm saying yes, but I'm still gonna speak about it, who are committing suicide, right? You're committing suicide. That never came across my mind, but you have younger persons that are thinking about that because of the stresses of life. Stress, you see, a mental space is important also in aging gracefully. So I'm going to come to the end of my video now, because I've been babbling along, but I did point out, a little things that I saw when I was in my 20s, and in hindsight, if I had continued doing them, I would have been in a better stead now. What I'm gonna do, the next video I'm gonna possibly do a vitamin haul. Like, I'm gonna speak about all the supplements and vitamins that I take, and as I said, I'm trying to eliminate some of them, because the truth is you should get most of your vitamin, mineral, all your supplements, the things that you're taking, the additional things you're taking to beef up your body, you should get it first from your nutrition, and whatever you can't get from your nutrition, then you get from supplements. But I'm gonna speak about supplements that I take, and I'm gonna speak about how it has been beneficial to me, right? My experience of taking supplements. So guys, once again, thank you for joining me at 40 and beyond. Again, my name is Delora Gooden. Really appreciate you guys for listening to me. I know this video is a little bit long, but boy, I really appreciate it. It's, as I say, it's just me babbling and talking about, because this is my only medium where I'm able to share things with people, and hope that persons will comment and tell me their experience and things that they have done, or when they were able to identify things that would have helped them in the aging process. And all you nice, pretty 40-year-old and older who have been aging gracefully, tell me what you did. I know that there are things you can do, cosmetically, with your dermatologist, the microneedling and stuff like that. But outside of that, what are the things that you did naturally that helped your body in the aging process? So somebody else can probably say, all right, let me try that. All right, thanks again, guys. See you again for the next during my next video. Bye.